are polygamous. We are polygamous. I ain't even here to talk to y'all too long about it because I know what it is. Find you a girlfriend, introduce her to your boyfriend, and you guys live together. Find the best woman you've ever known in your entire life, and tell her, hey, I think we should share this divine king. A lot of women need another woman in their household, but a lot of women don't want to follow in those steps. Because you know why? It doesn't align with their expectations and their feminist agendas. Monogamy is the only dynamic that promotes narcissism. Women are actually the ones that wanted polygamy in the first place. They wanted polygyny. They chose that for their household. They wanted to help their friends out. They wanted to help mothers and the women across the land. They weren't selfish, insecure. Jealousy and hatred was put on to us. It's not even ours. That's the whole reality of it. So a lot of people need to start unlearning and relearning. Nature's polygamous. You go into the forest right now, every tree, every leaf, every vine depends on another to grow and succeed. Nature is polygamous. So are you. If men are naturally polygamous, so are you.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who well, and salutations to the hopeful like brothers out there pushing this truth with all diligence and sincerity, risking your freedoms and your lives to do so. This is the brother Lahab coming to you with another lesson. All right, real quick. Hey, as you saw that woman explaining, you know, although she was probably on some, you know, whatever tip she's on with her beliefs, you know, what she said was true. You know, out of whatever she believes, that one thing that she does believe is true, and it makes sense. When you really sit down and think about it, although she was probably going to go into, you know, women having multiple this, but that's not how it is. According to the scriptures, a woman is meant to share a man, you know, and that shouldn't stop how she feels towards that man or performing her duty. But this is Isaiah 4:1, you know, as it was listed in that video. But it says, in that day, so few men will be left out of the NLT, Salaki. This is New Living Translation. In that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, let us all marry you. You know, that's where you get what it says, let's be called by your name. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids, a promise of restoration. You know, that's the reproach, you know, where it says take away our disgrace, you know, basically a covering. A man is going to be a covering in that day. All right. And she's talking about that now before the evil has even touched down, man. As a matter of fact, since I said that. Yeah, this is Luke chapter 23, verse 31. It says, for if they do these things in the green tree, what shall be done in the dry? So right now, you know, it's just mere speculation, man. You know, but what this woman was going into, all right, you know, how much more in that day when things actually do touch down, man. You know, I've been recalling this. I'd say it was a nightmare. You know, I told brothers about it. I had a dream. You know, I was being attacked by a bunch of women, and I was being chased, man. You know, and I had woke up with my first gray hair. You know, and that alluded to thinking about the scriptures, man. That what does it say? That the women shall mourn having no bridegrooms. This is 2 Ezra 16:33. The virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. So in that day, a man is going to be a great help. Well, not just a man, with a man of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. But of course, you know, hey, they're gonna be people, you know, rounding these women up, as well as, you know, by force, and, you know, some going willingly to their own demise. But a man of the Lord, man, they're gonna want that type of person in that day. All right, it says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Hear now these things, and understand them, ye servants of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Going into this Isaiah 32. In the Beran, it says, behold, a king will reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule with justice. Each will be like a shelter from the wind, a refuge from the storm, like streams of water in a dry land, like the shadow of a great rock in an arid land. You know. Then I can get that in the KJV, man. KJV, Isaiah 32:1, it says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. That's what we're coming into, man. The Yahweh Shemiah Shai is going to make his men a standard and a hedge for those that are the 1/3. All right, he's going to protect his elect, man. All right. And then people are going to see it. So this is, you know, this Isaiah 4:1 is going to unfold on this side. As well as it's not going off to have multiple women. But nonetheless, just like in that day, our mind is in that day fixed on Yahweh Shemiah Shai. All right, so, you know, we don't really have time for anything else. You know, the women going to come. You know, this the Isaiah 4:1 is a prelude of the kingdom. But yeah, Isaiah 4:1 starts on this side in survival mode, man. Survival mode, and that's what that woman was talking about. But with that, I'm going to end this lesson off and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kakadash, Shalom, and the Bible Ball.